Hello, beautiful friends. Here to do the Leo 2019 love reading. This is going to be for Leo Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. So, because this is a general reading, obviously not everything's going to resonate with everybody. So, if it's not making sense for you, it doesn't resonate, then it's just a message that's not meant for you. And do check out your Moon, Rising, and Venus sign videos because they may resonate more for you than your Sun sign will. And even if this resonates, if you watch the other ones, you will still likely get some significant messages for you as well. So we're going to take a look at the themes for love for Leo for 2019, themes and some guidance, things to keep in mind. And we're going to take a look at just some general energies and the flow of energies that are, you know, coming through right now in terms of how Leo's coming into 2019 and what may be going on with Leo, and then your partner, the person of interest, your crush, or if you're a twin flame, someone you're hoping to reconcile with, and your divine counterpart. So this is not really going to be a reading necessarily for singles because I am going to take a significant amount of time on the other person. But certainly you could watch the first part of this video and get the themes for you for love for the year. And then maybe even some stuff around someone if you're interested in hearing that, and at least get to see where your energies are for the year relating to love. So with that, I'm going to get started here. If you'd like a private reading, that's the way to get the clearest messages specifically for you, because I'm tuning directly into your energies, and not your energies, I'm channeling specific messages only for you. So it is my intention that everybody watches my videos get at least one very significant message from Spirit that was meant for them to hear when they're watching the video. So let's get started. We're going to pull a major arcana card here. I've taken out all the major arcanas from the Good Tarot. We're going to pull a theme for the year for Leo for love, and let's see what comes through here. We get the Empress energy. A very fertile year. This is also a card of divine feminine energy. This is divine feminine embodied in the physical plane, in the human form. So this can be a very fertile time for love. If you're in a relationship and you are thinking of having children, it's a very... this could be a sign that this could be a good year to start a family or to grow your family. If you already have children, then this can just be a really nurturing time with a lot of love and care coming this year for you. So this is also the energy of it's very much a nurturing energy, and the Empress is all about receptivity and also intuition. She really is divine feminine embodied. So whatever gender you are, divine feminine energy resides in all of us. So this could be a year for you to really learn how to receive, Leo. Oh, and I do want to mention also, I am going to be doing an extended reading. So if this is resonating for you as I go along, there will be a lot more in-depth in the extended reading available after this. So just planting that seed for you in case this sounds like this is for you. There may be some additional resources. So let's see what else is coming up for a theme for Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for love for 2019. What are some of the messages, guidance, energies for Leo and love? There, didn't I just say that? Receive. This is about receiving. Receiving the abundance, receiving the fact that there are things coming to you. You may have done a lot of work. This is a year for you to receive, Leo, and be receptive to what the universe wants to gift to you. So right off the bat, we're getting the receiving energy coming in loud and clear. And underneath this is also the energy of worthiness. You know, am I worthy to receive? Am I worthy to receive abundance, love, happiness, joy, bliss? Like, is it really possible? Like, do I deserve this? And the answer is, heck yes, you do deserve it. But right away, this is a year of Leo receiving, receiving, receiving. Being open to receive as well, not just sitting there like being like, bring it to me, but actually being consciously calling in what is for your highest and best. Making sure you're open-hearted so that the divine can bring things in. This also can mean that you might need to clear out some clutter from your life. This can be toxic relationships, friendships. This can be cleaning out your house, your garage, donating some of your kids' toys that are, you know, no longer appropriate. Really creating that space, because if you don't create a space, there's no ability for anything to come in. Okay, so this is part of the intention for you as well for 2019, and you may have just been clearing a lot of things emotionally, spiritually here at the end of 2018. So if you've done that, just know that you've done the prep work necessary to be receiving. Let's get another message for love. Love is all around you. It says there's love everywhere all the time. Simply acknowledge this as truth. So this is really feeling like it's a time where maybe you've been, you know, your relationship hasn't been where you've wanted it to be. Maybe you've taken some time apart. Maybe you've just recently ended a relationship and are looking for, you know, the love, the one. Maybe you have someone who you're interested in and you think this is the form of love and it has to come in this form. Okay, so this is a message for you that love is all around you in many forms. And it's not just in the form of, for example, a person. You are the energy of love when you're in your alignment, okay? Love is all around you. Evidence of love, love energy, open-heartedness. And when you start to take notice of the examples of love showing up in your life, the energy of love, and this is also self-love, love of self, loving all of us, you will attract more of that love vibration to you. So if you've been, for whatever reason, fixated on a certain thing happening in love, they're asking you to open up to potential other ways love can come to you, which will tune your frequency to the energy of love to be able to receive the love. Okay, let's get a spirit animal card here as well for you as a theme for 2019. Nothing is wasted. The Vulture spirit. You know, this is about not being overindulgent and, not overindulgent, that's not the right word. It's the energy of not taking things or going in excess in places that don't really matter, you know, because in nature nothing is wasted. You know, there's, I mean, literally, it sounds awful, but when the roadkill happens on the road, the vultures are there eating it up. That's their food. There's no waste in nature. Nothing is wasted. So there's some message here for you this year around this concept, and it's really about the things that may seem not that beautiful have a beauty in them regardless. This is why this love is all around you has come in, which is everything that exists has value, even the things that don't feel very good. So this year, again, this is intended to be an empowering reading of all the, like, the good things coming, but it's also an energy where we know life has ups and downs, right? So this is really about reminding you to, when things are not going well or not exactly as you'd hoped, there is a hidden gift in there, and that nothing is happening just to happen for a bad reason. There is always a lesson underneath. And what is ending and dying in your life is only changing form, and it's going to turn itself into things that you want to create. And so you're not, any pain that you've been through, Leo, is not for waste. Every little experience, every lesson, every heartache that you have had is in the process of being transmuted into something far more beautiful than you've ever imagined. This is what Spirit will bring to you. So it's important to keep that in mind during this year for sure. You know, because sometimes it's like you can think if something not good happens, you're like, oh, that just sucked. But, you know, remember there's always a gift underneath what happened. And so this is asking you to be on the lookout for that. Let's get another love message for you for 2019. And we're getting the Golden Memories card. So this is about the things that have made you smile, the good things of the past, even the things that maybe weren't that good, and seeing them from a new angle. And this is about also the idea that there's somebody who is thinking very fondly of you right now and reflecting on the past with you and the time spent together. This could be past loved ones that just are wanting to shine their light and love to you with what's happening in your physical plane. And this is also that this is really about, it's about somebody feeling very fondly of you. So if you have recently lost someone in your life significant to you, you know, maybe someone's passed on or passed early, that you're being supported by them from the other side. And you know, this card is intended for those that have passed on to spirit, but I feel like there are also people that could still be here in the physical plane with you that are also reminiscing about their beautiful energy with you, their memories, and that they're not really gone, because everyone is truly is connected through love, through the love energy. So some of you guys may be getting supported here by passed on loved ones or friends or dear people that were close to you that are supporting what's going on with you. You know, maybe someone passed when they weren't supposed to, and it's led you. I know this is a love reading, but it's a message coming through for some of you, I guarantee it. Maybe this has been an awful loss for you, but they're coming in to say, even though this was not how I wanted things to go, how I wanted to either leave this world or leave your life, like, I love you and I'm here, and I am thinking so fondly of our time together, and please think fondly of our time together too. Okay, so that's a very specific message for maybe even just one of you, but it's important, so that's why they're bringing it. Let's see where you are in your journey of love in 2019. Crossing bridges. This is about healing and mending, reconciling. This can sometimes be releasing too. You know, this could be releasing some past things, like, you know what, it didn't work out, but let's just, you know, part ways and move on. But to me, this really is about coming over to find the common ground, to come back together after being apart, healing, connecting, mending, and releasing. You know, sometimes and what's interesting, okay, so for those of you where maybe something has ended, and remember I said at the beginning of the reading how it's about I'm getting so many messages, one second. You have to let go of something in order to make room for the new. If you are needing to let go of a past relationship or a past loved one in order to be the Empress and to receive, so be it. But like I said, this feels more to me in general for more of you, which is about mending, healing, coming back together, reconnecting. You know, maybe this is just the forgiveness piece. It doesn't mean you necessarily reconcile or come back together with the person that maybe you're in a relationship with, but just getting rid of the energetic drain that it's had on your experience. You know, resentment is, what is that? It's like you're hoping that, what is it, the saying? Oh my gosh. It's like you drink the poison that you think is going to hurt the other person, but it's only hurting yourself. Or something like that. Okay, I'm so embarrassed. I don't know what it is. I only recently heard it for the first time, and I remember thinking it was really profound, and I just totally botched it. Okay, well, someone I'm sure will correct me in the comments, but you know what I'm trying to say. It's this place of just letting the energy drain go. Okay, so what we're going to do now is these are the themes for the year. And some of the key messages as you're navigating your love life through 2019. So we're going to get a little bit more specific here. I'm going to pull for you, Leo, and then your partner, the person you're thinking about or interested in over here. Now, because this is a general reading, I'll say Leo over here, and I'll say your partner here, but it actually could be flip-flops. So again, take it as it resonates, okay? So let's see what's been going on here for you. And it's funny, And I'm not going to read reversals, guys, here. Get the Three of Cups, the Two of Swords, and the Two of Cups. Wow, partnership, decisions. I'm getting drawn to the fact that there's a decision, and then there's only 2 left. So some of you may be deciding between 2 people. Some of you may be deciding to move on from a third-party situation. Some of you may be choosing between 2 people. Okay? Again, this is a general reading, so I'm just getting drawn to the fact that, again, there's 3 people, a decision, and then there's 2. So someone gets cut out of the picture here. Okay, that's for some of you. For others of you, this could be that, you know, you've just had a really good time out with friends over the holidays. We're getting together, having some really fun times, maybe drinking a little too much, or having good food, partying, all this stuff. And it's led to a place where you're kind of making this decision, or needing to make this decision around what do you really want? Bit of an energy of, you know, some of you might be deciding what you want out of a partnership or love. So if you're dating somebody, you might have maybe spent a little time away from them over the holidays. And now you're like, okay, do I really want to continue this? Do I want this? But it just does feel like there's some sort of decision being made around a partnership, love, what this means about a person. And again, I'm going to get some clarifiers here. So tell me about this Three of Cups also. Let's get a clarifier for the Three of Cups. Yeah. Am I living the life the way I want to live? Do I want to be happy and single, or do I want to have a partnership? So if you've been in this place of being single for a while, kind of partying a little bit, having a good time, you might be at the crossroads of like, you know what? I really want to settle down. I really want partnership. Or maybe this other person that's in your life, or maybe it's someone that you know, you're thinking about 2 different people. Eventually it's like, no, one of these people just doesn't align for my future and isn't the right choice for me. And let's see what this Two of Swords decision is about. Yeah. Potentially could be about becoming single or enjoying your single life. Some of you guys may be deciding that it's just like you're happy by yourself, but you do want this partnership. So this decision is like, do I really want, it feels like for some of you, it's very clearly like, no, I really want this partnership, or I really don't want this partnership, honestly, because this is a general reading. There could be a few ways that these energies are going. Let's clarify this Two of Cups, Ace of Wands. So there's new start in love for you regardless, okay? Because you might be saying, I'm happy being single, and then the universe might just go, let me just throw someone at you. But then for some of you, really, it is just about just being content in your life, but then just really wanting this partnership. And if you're wanting this partnership, here's this passionate new beginning coming your way. This gift from the divine. All right. Let's see what is going on with your person. Let's kind of like compare notes here and see. Okay, well, the Hanged Man just came out. The Empress and the Temperance card. Okay, 3 majors. So big stuff happening in their life. So there may have been, they may have been coming into 2019 having been in a place where there's been a bit of a pause in the action. In the dynamic between you guys. They may be trying to really understand and see things from another perspective, trying to understand things spiritually. This can also be the card of awakening. And then here we get this Empress again. So if this is your energy as the Empress, and then they're getting the Empress on their side, again, this could be you over here, just like I'm saying, but they could be recognizing this nurturing, loving, fertile time in their relationship with you. But they're also integrating these spiritual lessons. There is still an energy of having patience, okay? Because we're getting the Hanged Man and Temperance, which can both indicate a bit of a pause in the action, or it's not quite time for something to happen yet, but trust me, the divine is in charge and making sure, and things are still happening even though you might not see the evidence of it. But right smack in the middle here is the Empress energy. So Some of you may be deciding about family, having children, not having children, trying to figure out if you want children, if you want more children, what do children mean in your life. So again, a few different things. Let me get a clarifier for each. So Hanged Man here. Seven of Swords. Empress clarifier, please. Five of Wands. And what is this Temperance regarding the Six of Swords? So the Hanged Man with the Seven of Swords clarifying to me feels a lot like it's the energy of, where do I want to break free from the crowd? You know, this is sometimes the Vision Quest kind of a card where it's like, I don't care what other people think or want. I'm going to follow my path and my truth. The Seven of Swords is also the awakening. Part of what I feel like this Hanged Man energy is in the awakening is seeing how you may have potentially self-sabotaged or not been honest with yourself. It's like you think you're a certain way and then, or you think you believe a certain thing and then you're not actually being honest with yourself. So this feels like what could be happening in this Hanged Man energy. It's like, you know, maybe I've been lying to myself about certain things. And because the Seven of Swords is about leaving some of those mental faculties and beliefs and thought processes behind and only taking the ones that stay, that serve you right now. It's like, you know what? I know everyone wants me to have these 7, but I really only want these 5 or I only want these 4. And I'll just leave the rest for them. They can deal with it. I don't care what they think or say. Some of you may be having some conflict or change around, again, having a family, fertile time, having competing goals, like, because the Five of Wands is things happening, but they don't all go together. So it's a lot of things coming, it's things coming at you, but you're trying to figure out the priorities. So it does feel, maybe some of you are really trying to figure out what you want from a family. What does family mean to you? But whatever is happening here, you are going to come out of it, out of this 5 energy and come into the 6 energy, which is really a calmer energy. It's a healing time. It's coming into calmer waters. And so once these spiritual energies and lessons really integrate, they're gonna feel a lot better. All right, let's get 3 more here for you over here, Leo. Five of Swords, the Hermit, and the Page of Swords. So lots of mental space here happening. Coming in here right after you've decided what you want. Do you want to be together? There's this new beginning and partnership, a passionate new beginning. You're going to be discovering a lot about yourself through this process. You're going to be letting go of things that don't serve you anymore. Because you've had the Judgment card. It's like, that's where you you take stock of your life and you go, okay, I want to keep these things, I want to get rid of these things, and I want to bring these things in because this is not aligning. So you're going to be letting go of limiting beliefs, of fears, of things that have held you back in the past. And you're going to be learning through this. You might need to spend a little time alone and hermiting yourself as you're really processing this new beginning, this new start. Because there can be an energy here too of somebody who's communicating something, but they've been a little too blunt, because the Page of Swords can be a little impulsive and blunt in their communication, where it's like, you know, what's that Estelle Getty's character in The Golden Girls, where she had that condition where she would just say everything that was on her mind. She had no filter. That can be the Page of Swords energy. So, you know, and this is also an energy where you could have had something where there was conflict, and then you're like walking away from the conflict and learning a lot about yourself through this, and then wanting to communicate a new truth. But the conflict could have been because of truth that was communicated. Anyhow, there's a bunch of different scenarios, so let's get a little bit more clarity here. What's the Five of Swords relating to, please? The Five of Wands. Yeah, lots of change, conflict, not knowing which way to go. I'm getting the energy of like the Tasmanian devil, where he just like swirls into town and he's like this dust cloud and he leaves. It's like just like this whirlwind of change and chaos and I don't know which way is up kind of energy. So a big time change energy. This has been something that shook something up when it comes to truth and action, taking forward action, spirituality, partnership, and endeavor, and letting go of some of these swords. So definitely truth and action clashing here in a lot of ways, which has led to this going inward to learn, like, what the heck was that about? Let's see what the Hermit is relating to. King of Pentacles. Having it all. The King of Pentacles, man, he's got his act together. He's very charming and kind and approachable and accomplished, and everything that he does turns to gold. You know, they say the King of Pentacles has the Midas touch, and he's very accomplished. And it could be certainly that whatever happened here with this communication, if it was blunt and quick, and it's making you feel like you're not this King of Pentacles. Because the King of Pentacles doesn't say anything that he doesn't mean, and he doesn't say what he doesn't mean. I've done so many readings today, guys. Anyway, that analogy was not quite coming out the way I was feeling it, so I'm just going to drop it. But in essence, what it is that something around a new beginning in a partnership and the decision around this has caused a bunch of change, chaos, because the 5 is about change, and it's not easy to go through, but it's necessary, and it's change to go through, to come to something better. But it's not fun to go through. Let's see what this Page of Swords is about. What is this communication and truth around his love? Yeah. So this could also be the progression of, from this confusing time, there is some discovery of what this person really wants. Because the King of Pentacles knows what he wants, and he knows what he wants to do. And then he might be communicating what he wants out of love. So if this is the new beginning in love, or an offer of love, or something coming in with a partnership, a new beginning in a partnership, or resurrection of an existing partnership, that after this little bit of inward time here, there's going to be some sort of communication around love, what love means, what they want. This is significant partnership. And the Page can sometimes be a little impulsive, so there's just an energy of wanting to make sure I'm not too impulsive in what I'm communicating. So that's why the King is here on top of the Hermit. So let's see what's going on with your partner here. Knight of Swords, the Magician, and the Nine of Cups. You know, it's interesting because this process is going on with this person, and this person, upon this communication, forward movement, it's like they might be trying to move towards what they want to manifest in their life, and it's making them really, really happy. Okay, so it could be that this kind of communication may feel a little awkward and a little bit unsure because it's the Page, but it's received by the Knight, and the Knight knows what to do with it, more so than the Page. The Knight can show the Page what to do with it. But there is something manifesting here for your partner after these spiritual lessons, these conflicted energies, these massive big energies of the major arcanas. After this moves into calmer waters, and it's like, okay, I know my truth, I know my clarity, and I'm manifesting something that I'm really happy about. So let's see what the Knight of Swords is bringing. Let's clarify for the Knight of Swords. So the 8 of Pentacles. So this could be, you know, I've been hard at work. I've been working on myself. I've been working on my craft. I've been working on my career. This is also the energy of the Apprentice, of knowing that you're needing to learn some things. And it's funny because the 4 of Pentacles just jumped out. So in this it's funny, the Knight of Swords and then the 4 of Pentacles and the 8 of Pentacles in between, it's almost like there's truth, but then it's not getting communicated because there's still a little bit more to learn. It's like, I don't want to say something until I really know what I want to say, is what I'm hearing. Okay, so let's clarify the Magician. What is manifesting here? a new beginning in the physical plane, a new endeavor. So we had Ace of Wands here, Ace of Pentacles here. So what's manifesting is a new start in the physical plane. Something, and it's something that this person has really worked through. They're learning about themselves, their spiritual truth, their lessons. They've got this clarity. They're also, they know that this beginning here is something that they've manifested. And what is the Nine of Cups relating to? Yeah, and the Page of Cups just flipped out. So this what's wishes coming true is communication about love or relationship moving to the next level. So whatever conflict this person has over here, and they come to this place after they discover more about themselves, and they're going to communicate some truth around what they want from love, and it makes this person very happy. Because it's wishes coming true, there's communication here about love, it's again relationship moving to the next level. So it does feel like there's some energy here where I'm going to say it, and it might only be for one of you. There could be this energy where you have this truth, this clarity, but you're not going to just like keep... It's like you're going to keep to yourself until there's something more to give. All right, really, really interesting story going on here. All right, let's get three more for you here, Leo. And we're getting the Knight of Wands, the Queen of Cups, and the Eight of Wands. So once this communication comes around love, it feels like there's definitely a lot of forward movement. Could be things could happen pretty quickly with the Eight of Wands and the Knight of Wands here. It could also be that the energy of kindness and nurturing, because the Queen can sometimes be such a nurturer that she like helps take care of others before she takes care of herself. So when we're talking about receiving here, Leo, this might be time for you to receive emotionally. But this can also be messages and communication here coming back and forth pretty quickly. A lot of communication between the Knight of Wands and the Queen of Cups. Let's get a clarifier. What is this Knight of Wands referring to? Past heartbreak, past grief, not wanting to be too impulsive. Or maybe there was someone in your past, Leo, who was very charismatic. Kind of like a playboy kind of energy, Don Juan energy. Who had like a twinkle in his eye. Who maybe caused you some heartbreak before. So that might be coming up here. And then, okay, hold on. I was going to just clarify. The Queen of Cups, that's what I was saying here. The balance and the justice, yeah. So what I was saying before about the Queen of Cups, if you've been an overgiver, it's time to receive. The scales will be balanced. You will have more to give, or your partner will be able to give to you because there's more to give. Because this is also about doing the right things, coming back to balance. So something is coming back to balance emotionally here for you, Leo. And let's see what the Eight of Wands refers to. The Ten of Swords, yeah. So this could be the end of a challenging cycle. This could be the end of a situation that's been really trying. This could be conquering an addiction, codependency. But it feels like once things kind of start here, that they could kind of go pretty rapidly. Okay? Rapidly. It like goes immediately to boom, 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 done. It's over. Okay? Meaning it's like that phase is over and we're moving on to the next thing, the next phase, the new level of our relationship. So let's see what's going on here with this partner. Here's the Lovers again. So you're both getting the Lovers. You're both aware of the significance of this partnership for sure. The Five of Pentacles, a little afraid of getting left out in the cold. So during all this communication, this is why they're a little hesitant here, if there's some communication, or in the past it's like, oh, it was like really good and then there's some heartbreak. There's a little hesitation here because of the Lovers with the Five of Pentacles. And then let's get one more. And then here's the Queen of Cups again. Guys, so much mirroring happening here. Wow, okay. So I'm going to get clarifiers for each of these two. There's so many cards on the table, it's getting a little messy, but... Alright, let's see what the Lovers refers to here. A Knight of Cups. Yeah. It's here. The Page of Cups has now been received as the Knight of Cups. Like, it's moving to the next level. And the Knight of Cups is somebody that is making his offer, and he's wearing armor. So he's coming in, like the Page of Cups doesn't wear armor because he hasn't been hurt before. But the Knight of Cups wears armor because he knows that there can be pain with love and relationships, but it's worth it, and he's still willing to make that offer. What's this Five of Pentacles relating to the Ace of Wands? And this new beginning, this Ace of Wands, again, the mirroring, is causing this, a little bit of a fear of, oh gosh, am I going to be left out? Is this going to work out? Am I going to be left on my own again? So it's causing a little bit of nervousness about that. And what is this Queen of Cups? The Queen of Pentacles. So this is a very, very loving, open, nurturing, grounded energy here. This to me indicates balance and nurturing and kindness. So this Knight of Cups coming towards you here might bring up a few little fears for this person, but ultimately there is a beautiful balance of practicality, groundedness, and emotion. Wow. Alrighty. Well, guys, quite an interesting 2019 for you. So if this has been feeling like it's resonating, I'm going to do the extended reading over my website. I'm going to actually take a look at each of the counterparts. We're going to look at the dynamics between the two. So what's the overlap? Okay, so this is where each of them are at. What's happening in the relationship or in the dynamic between them? And then also some guidance for you, Leo. We're going to look at guidance for how to navigate through these energies and what to do, and what to focus on, what you need to heal and work on here in love in 2019. So if that's interesting to you, click on the link below to go to the link for my website to be able to get that extended reading. And if not, I hope this has been helpful for you, and I wish you guys so much love. And also, please do watch your rising and moon and Venus signs as well for more messages. So I wish you guys so much love. Until next time, bye.